into this bill? If not now, when?
Just add briefly a comment before we get to the wind-ups in response to something that my noble friend Lord Garnier said when he urged us not to overstate the problem of slaps. And it was just really, I just wanted to make two brief points. One, which has been made by many people already, which is that actually when it comes to slaps, we don't really know how the scale of this problem, because so many of these cases never make it to a court of law. But the second point I wanted to make in response to what he had said about not seeking to overstate the problem is and questioning the ingenuity of myself and others bringing forward amendments in this bill, is that my understanding of the reason for this bill is because what is a real problem is economic crime. And so if we are legislating because that's a real problem, and what we are aware of is that some of the most significant perpetrators of economic crime, because they operate in that kind of market, as it were, have ways of preventing the evidence that would lead them to be subject to the justice system, potentially, then surely that is a gap that we ought to be seeking to close, whether or not the number of them that might qualify under that heading is large or small. There is a gap which, as I say, if the objective here is tackling economic crime, and our amendments are only about economic crime, I understand very much that the broader question of slaps is something which will have to be returned to, because the whole issue of slaps can't be addressed in an economic crime bill. But what my amendments and those others in this group are trying to do is to make sure, in the context of economic crime, those who may be the most significant perpetrators of it on a large scale have nowhere to hide.
Well, this has been a fantastic debate, and I think I'm